Our tour begins from Spencer Street, Melbourne, using the Overland. The Red Star service offers comfortable seating and a buffet car for morning, afternoon tea and lunch.
No, it's going to be on the right.
I think I've got a couple of pieces of cake I've been dangling.
What town was that?
Murray Bridge.
Oh, it is called Murray Bridge. So here's the river, here's the bridge.
After an overnight stay in Adelaide, the main journey begins on the Ghan. The single sleeper cabins are small but adequate, with toilet and shower facilities down the passage. South Australia has substantial areas of wind farms. At Marla, the train stopped for an early morning breakfast and the opportunity to watch the sunrise. On board there's a lounge car which offers wine and espresso coffee, and there's also a dining car where the meals were fantastic. This painting was done by a prisoner on his cell wall.
We're going to make a quick one up to the telegraph station. The other bus is still ahead of us. So when we get in there, go in fairly quickly and see if we can jump on the tour that the people in front will be on. And Whitefella's not allowed to build there. And if you look at the tops of all the hills, they're all sacred sites, which is probably fairly high for rural Australia, but that's just the way.
At the old telegraph station, we saw messages being sent by Morse code as they had in days gone by.
And I'll make the M and the T one long symbol, and I'll make the Z X, P, Y, Q, L, then I'll do it.
From the War Memorial you can get a good overview of the township. Here is the tour of the Nitbillick Gorge on the Katherine River.
Outside. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, it's not a 5-star toilet. I might not even give it a half a star, but it'll stay just hanging on until we get back. Now, guys, the only time I'm going to ask you to hats. I'm not much of a drinker, but Taffy does impose a 6-pack recovery fee. Now guys, this is the Katherine River that we're travelling up today. It's a rain-fed river restored to Katherine. He also named the Edith and the Flora rivers. Away from our next mooring point, so now's a really good time to make use of those 5-star toilet facilities I mentioned, if you need to, and fill up your water bottles before we pull into the jetty.
This is a freshwater croc, which are fairly harmless.
So, once we get to the paintings, they may well have formed a ledge beneath the paintings from which they were done. My only qualms with that theory, though, is that from the bottom of that gallery right to the very, very top.
Yeah.
If you look directly above the echidna, I'll just check this situation.
Fish to float to the surface. That made for pretty easy pickings then. But the Darwin weren't greedy people. They never took more than what was needed, and they always made sure they left it.
So you don't feel unloved?
From the train you can see the old bridge as it spans the Katherine River.
About 15 to 10 years ago they decided to develop it, and this is what we have.
The same group that attacked Pearl Harbor and sank 4 ships, then attacked Darwin and sank 8 ships.
This is the access tunnel to the underground oil tanks built during World War II.
That was not good for the men that were actually going into the water. So there was bodies, and it was quite a mess actually. There was a lot happening around this area, especially on the first morning of the first day, 19th of February. It's more than likely. Got dry dock over area here.
At the Air Force Museum there is a B-52 bomber on display. An early Salvation Army Padre plane, a Mustang, and a Tiger Moth.
The sun,
These are the original size blocks of land here in Darwin as well. You can see quite large, and if you go out to Palmerston now and look at the new estates, are like new estates where, anywhere in Australia.
A vehicle museum showed some early pre-war examples. The old jail is now just a museum. Darwin foreshore is a lovely place to spend a hot evening.
Fanny Bay, another famous part. They used to do a lot of fishing off the coast here. I mean, why wouldn't you? Letra Valley, salmon, barramundi. It's just, the list goes on and on. Now the fish in this harbour is absolutely amazing. You got another look out here.
Well, you're being a smart ass yesterday, John. You're being a smart ass yesterday. You called all the family shit. You called her.
You get the ferry from Darwin Bay and then head across, about a 20-minute trip across, and have a beautiful lunch. Great to be back in the city again. And accommodation, there is accommodation over there as well.
The museum has a wide variety of artefacts. Palm City Resort is like a tropical paradise.
In fact, this crocodile's so far removed from you, it may as well be living on another planet. Do you know in the universe it's one of the most amazing creatures in the universe? As far as we know, there are no others. You know, we've never found any life outside our atmosphere. So that means this crocodile will not. So out of all of the universe that we know of today, this is the only one, as far as we know. And you know that we lose 1,000 species on Earth every year to extinction. We've only got about 3 million left. Yeah. And she doesn't know I'm here, so I can't tease her.
Yeah.
The only way I can tease her is if she actually knows I'm doing it. And what she does is she gets more determined.
No, I didn't get it.
Oh, do you guys get a bit wet?
Yeah.
That's why she's called Flicker. You can see she's feeling it. She's gingerly swallowing it now. So it's most likely a nasty bite from a larger crocodile. Because her jaw's damaged as well. And that happens. And she hasn't even noticed that piece underneath. So she's one of my best crocodiles. She was a great female to feed. I don't feed her anymore with just this. Until we can get her in there. And she's got a nest here that's nearly 7 metres deep here. So you'll just disappear into the mud. Remember, he can actually bite with about 2,500 kilograms per square inch of biting force, so about 2.5 metric tons. You guys can bite fingers off, and none of you guys on the boat here have a bite force stronger than 90 kilos per square inch, and you can still bite fingers and chunks out of things. And he can bite with 2,500 kilos. That's enough to crush every bone in the body of a pig or large animal, crush them all up, because they don't chew their food. They basically crush up the bones and then they twist pieces off by rolling over and over and twist off pieces. A creature like us, our size, he can actually not going to do all the maintenance and stuff and get ready for the next day. You do that every day and then you sleep on the ground and wake up to the stars, dogs all on my bed. I was like live alone, of course. And so I got dogs and you guys got dogs? Yeah. Love them on the bed ever since I was a kid. The human race faces a huge problem. And that's the loss of penicillin. Less than 10 years. If they don't find another antibiotic before that, we're in trouble. We won't be able to have any dental work or operating procedures or without penicillin before.
Mango farms are everywhere. At Litchfield, a huge mass of elevated sandstone provides a year-round supply of water to the river and gorge below. Magnetic termites orient their nest in a north-south direction in order to minimise the heat during summer. This tour ended with champagne and prawns on the foreshore as the sun set on a lovely day. Final descent was through a layer of cloud as we approached Melbourne.